Good morning. Good morning. Um, Much time. I'm pressing out for work momentarily, but I just wanted to again. There's a certain when I feel the pull. Um, there's times when I feel really on the beam, like, oh yeah, let's go do this, and there's other times where I my my choice, that selfish desire that I just want to go get my coffee and have a leisurely ride to work, and I don't want to be troubled with this stuff. It can be very overpowering. I am not a big fan, so I have to pick up my own cross and ignore the carnal, ignore the body, ignore my selfish intention. Um, But going straight to Luke, just so everybody knows, this is the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures. This particular Bible is generally the Bible that is used by Jehovah's Witnesses. A lot of my family are Jehovah's Witnesses. I do have several Bibles, but this is the one I'm reading from today. Um, just so we know where this is coming from. So it is Luke chapter 9, verse 23, and my eyes are garbage. So, uh, and this is Yeshua speaking to the disciples and to the people around. 923, then he, Yeshua, went on to say to all, if anyone wants to come after me, let him disown himself and pick up his own torture stake day after day and keep following me. For whoever wants to save his life will lose it, but whoever loses his life for my sake is the one who will save it. Um, and we have to understand what life is being talked about. We have good morning, beloved. Good morning. I just watched your videos and very inspiring. Very inspiring. Thank you. But what I was there's the duality, as above, so below. As above, so below. I have this physical body and the portion of my thinking that is carnal, and then I have the portion of my spirit that is divine and guided divinely, and to stay on the right sided thinking, the divine thinking, the reunion of masculine and feminine, divine masculine, divine feminine, and that baptism into life, what real life is. There's the life that we have here in this physical form, and there's our life in our spiritual form, and picking up our own cross on a daily basis. And what led me to this was I received some news yesterday at work that my schedule is going to be changing, and I'm going to be working with another individual. I'm going from electrician to carpentry and building decks, and this particular gentleman that I'm going to be working with is quite negative. To put it mildly, he's quite negative. And that may, I'm reminded, and it was very important that one of my favorite books and favorite movies is I don't know if that's going to focus, The Razor's Edge. It was with Bill Murray, who's normally a comedic actor, but Somerset Maugham wrote the book, and uh, The Razor's Edge. And there's one particular line in that movie where the main character goes to a Buddhist monastery. He's looking for the meaning of his life, and he ends up at a Buddhist monastery, and he spends a great deal of time there, but he also he realizes that the line in the book, the line in the movie, very similar. The Lama, when he's leaving, tells him he's very sad that his friend is leaving, and the main character, Larry Darrell, looks at him and says, "Well, isn't it easy to be a holy man on the top of a mountain, isolated from the world?" And the Lama agrees with him, and on he goes to do what he's going to do in his life, and wonderful, great things. But the thing that is in this process is going to this, picking up my cross. What are the things that burden me in my little neck of the woods? And there is fierce negativity in my workplace. Fierce, 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 fierce. I would go as far as to say that it's aggressive. It's provocational. And the gentleman that I'm going to be going to work with is, shall we say, for lack of a better word, my enemy. I try to walk into work with a heart of compassion and love, enthusiasm, joy, happiness, contentment, peace. And the gentleman that I'm going to be working with is widely known in our circle at work that he is particularly an angry sort. That will be a challenge. And I'm reminded of the image of when we think of Yeshua being crucified, and he has that heavy beam on his shoulder, and he's carrying, he falls, and he's carrying, and he falls. That weight, picking up our own cross, is dealing with that pressure, the pressure of the world, the physical world, dealing with it from a heart of compassion and a spirit of love and gratitude. There are other burdens that picking up my cross every day. I don't want to advertise for anybody, but this, you can probably imagine what this is right here. That's a pack of cigarettes. I still smoke. That's my cross. That's my burden. I'm trying to get rid of it. Trying to it's a burden for me every day. Picking up my cross and the weight that puts on my heart, and knowing that my spirit can overcome this. Just not there yet. I don't know why. I know that with other addictions that I faced, alcohol, drugs, pornography, all of these things, I know that when I overcame those vices and those falling short of the mark, when I overcame those with divine influence, it wasn't like I was all of a sudden, like I was thinking about it, and then boom, you're ready. There was something that happened divinely within me, where I basically, where it came to booze or drugs or pornography, boom, you're doing this. I haven't had that same experience, and the operative word is yet, with cigarettes. And there's a lot of pressure. I've been getting a lot of pressure from other people. Like, dude, you can't do that. That's a sin. That's, or I'm accused of being a hypocrite. You know what? Let the first one without sin cast the first stone. I am doing my absolute best in every given moment, trying to project love. And compassion and understanding, and that's picking up my cross when I'm attacked, or when somebody says something particularly vulgar or aggressive to me. Um, that's picking up my cross. Every time that I don't react to the aggression, that I respond with love, with understanding, with right minded thinking. Every time I do that, I am walking with the Christ in me, that spirit of divinity, that spirit of love. And it's hard sometimes. I'm like, wow, man, I just felt myself like wanting to well up right now. It's hard. I just felt like my lip quiver a little bit, and my eyes I wanted to cry, because walking into this environment at work where it is so aggressive, I don't want to go. I don't want to, but I have to. The difference, and I'm not talking from a financial or a monetary standpoint. Oh, that's my job. I have to go to work. I don't want to get fired. It's not fear based. I don't want to walk into that. I don't want to go there. It's going to be negativity from the moment I clock in to the moment I clock out. There's going to be people, whether it's aimed directly at me or it's an environment of negativity. I don't want to go into that. I'm compelled to, and I'm compelled to bring that heart of forgiveness and love and compassion and understanding into that environment. The gentleman that I was working with doing electrical work, um, which has been a real blessing for me, to witness something in him after spending, he and I have spent a great deal of time together, um, and I've seen a softening in him, simply knowing that certain topics are really, I don't want to talk about those things with you. It's not appropriate, or it's not kind, or it's not loving. And I've seen a softening in him. Initially, I was feeling beat down the entire time, constantly listening to his opinions and thoughts, and it was very oppressive. And come to find out, once he found out that I was going to be moving on into a different department at work, he was very sad to see me go. Picking up my own cross, picking up my own cross, not someone else's, from their life experience, from my own. I don't want to go to work, but I know I have to be there. I know I have to be there from here, not from the money standpoint, not from the mind standpoint. From here, I know I need to be there, and I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I want to stay at home with my dog, and have, a wonderful time doing what I want to do. I don't want to go there, but I'm gonna bring love and compassion with me. Picking up our own cross. I never really understood what that meant, and I do now, in a small way. They're, the revealings, the things that I'm experiencing, come in very small. Oh, oh, all right, I understand. And then there are some other experiences where, I'm reminded, where there's a wash, where I have goosebumps. Actually got them right now. There you go. Look at that. I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, goosebumps. Where I feel a warm hug from Father, Mother, Creator. I hope that, as we all pick up our crosses today. I pray that there is nothing that the Father will allow you to go through, for you to experience, that you cannot overcome without staying in spirit, staying in Christ. I love you. I really, I find so much inspiration watching videos of other, you know what? Family, friends, people that I maybe haven't met physically, but people that well, we are like, we resound with one another, and I am so grateful. I can't tell you. I go to work and I think about you guys when something's oppressing me at work, and one of whatever's going on, and there's a lot of stress. I think about you guys. I really, sincerely, honestly do. I think about things that you've said, or I've heard from you, or comments that you've made, and you have no idea what that feels like. And it lifts me. It lifts me, genuinely lifts me. I'm carrying my cross, and your words are that 5 minutes where you're carrying my cross for me. Those words of encouragement, those words of love and support. I cannot tell you, um, this experience, humbled by it. I'm humbled by you. I'm humbled by Father every time that I have one of these experiences, and or as I'm walking through. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm sorry, I've been rambling, and I just looked at the chat, and I love you all very much. Hi, Gigi. Good morning. Peace that surpasses all understanding. And Tracy, love you. I do have to go. It's 6:30. Takes me about an hour to get to work. Deep breaths. Thank you for that, by the way, Tracy, this morning. That was being reminded to breathe. Breathe. Where are you, Scott? Where are your feet? Be present. What is your purpose? Focus on that. Right-minded thinking, a heart of love, compassion, understanding, and empathy. All of the above. Have a blessed day. Whatever you encounter, we all got your back, and I know you've got mine. We're all here as family and supporting one another. And I am so grateful for that. Peace that surpasses all understanding.